Hey guys, what is up? I wanted to talk about the AIM skin story. I know I'm a little late to the party, but here we are. So, what I believe happened was he came from the iceberg because the iceberg broke off of a land that is outside of our map. And you can see outside lands from our map, and you can also see it in creative mode. You can see that creative mode is its kind of own little island. So I am thinking that this iceberg broke off because when the meteor came into our atmosphere, or Fortnite's atmosphere, it started breaking off, and you can see that where parts of it landed in Risky Reels, parts of it landed in Dusty Divot and Tilted and other places. But I think that some of the meteor probably landed where this iceberg was attached and broke it off. And you can see that because inside of the castle there is a broken off area. And when the iceberg started getting closer and closer, this organization that AIM is a part of, and you can see that with the symbols, there's symbols on his arm and on his chest, and those symbols match up with some of the Powder Patrol items, like the back bling. There's a globe on the Powder Patrol glider, and the symbols on these buildings that came with match up with the symbols on AIM. So I believe that when the iceberg started getting closer to the Fortnite island, they sent out an airplane with AIM on the airplane. They dropped him off with a parachute. He landed in Flush Factory. When he landed in Flush Factory, his mission was to check out the island and see what was going on. Now, when he was looking at the island and observing all the people, he's seen the storyline of the cube and everything, but he probably seen chaos and people fighting people and the whole battle royale scene. So when he reported back to the people that were on the iceberg, he was like, look, they're fighting each other, they're, destroying things, I guess, or whatever. So when the iceberg finally hit our land, Santa Claus, or Sergeant Winter, was ready for a fight, and that's why you see him coming in so hostile. And eventually we get a loading screen of him and AIM loading up presents and stuff, and it's all merry and cheery, and he becomes part of our Fortnite group. Another thing I wanted to point out was the submarine. It looks kind of odd being on land, and I think maybe meteor hit the water and kind of popped this submarine onto land somehow, like it pushed it up into the air and it landed on the iceberg. And I think it's supposed to be there to foreshadow what's going to be happening in later seasons. And I'm probably going to go into that a little bit more. And I think I have gone into that a little bit on my other video. So I'm going to be keeping an eye on that. But yeah, that's pretty much the story. AIM was here to check out our land because the land that he was from was floating here, and I think it's kind of cool because it opens up the possibility of other islands being around, which opens up the possibility of a new map and different types of maps. Like, I do believe the iceberg is going to become part of our land, and it's going to start melting, and we're probably going to get to keep the castle. I really hope so, because you've seen the abandoned mansion, the abandoned villain's lair, the abandoned castle by Pleasant Park. So thank you for watching. That is all I had on the story. I think it's pretty cool. I like the idea that it's more of a story with the AIM skin compared to the Enforcer, because the Enforcer just, I don't know, it seemed like with Road Trip it was just somebody that this group of people came across and fought, I guess, and then just was nothing. The Visitor, at least, was obviously the Visitor, you know? So I hope they keep going with this, where the skin has a story and it opens us up to more of the Fortnite world. And I really do enjoy that. So, again, thank you for watching.